here to give a talk about who Paymongo is, what our journey is, no? So I'll introduce myself really quick. That's me over there. My name is Nelli Caballero. I am an enterprise sales manager in Paymongo. So I was invited this afternoon to talk to you about the journey of Paymongo. The previous talk a while ago spoke about yung mga loans, pag-uutang. So, to complement what Sir mentioned a while ago, I'm here naman to say, pag nakautang na kayo, ano yung next step? Siyempre, babayaran nyo yung utang nyo, di ba? So, ang next step is, pag babayaran nyo yung utang nyo, paano nyo gagawin? Siyempre, pag may negosyo kayo, the only way to do it is to ensure that you collect all of your payments. Tama? Tama po ba? Ayan, okay. So, who is Paymongo? Sino nga ba? Diba? I would like to take this opportunity to have the audience involved ng konti para naman magising kayo. And sasabihin ka namin, mga pa-premyo ako, so dapat encouraged kayo mag-speak up. So, I'd like to ask a question. When you see this date over here, what comes to mind? Pwede kayong mag-raise ng hand. You can come up here, you know? All right? Okay, there's a lady over there who has an answer. So, ma'am, when you see March 2020, what do you think of? Sorry, there's a lady po answering.
Start of the pandemic.
Exactly. You're correct. So, the start of the pandemic, everyone was blindsided. Tama ba? All of you? No one knew this was going to happen. Let alone that it was going to be a pandemic. Lahat tayo nagsinasabi natin na, ano lang to? 1 week lang. Short vacation. Naisip nyo ba yan during that time? Ako rin, inisip ko rin yun. Parang, wala lang yan. Ano lang, pandemic, quarantine, 1 week, tas back to work, back to school, lahat na yan. But little did we know, this lasted for 3 years. And the people who were impacted the most was business owners such as yourself. Tama? So, I'm not here to bring about traumatic or difficult memories, but this is an important part of who Paymongo is. This is a time that was the most critical pivoting moment for our company. Right? So, during this time, we wanted to make sure that we were prepared to service our SMEs, our business owners. Before Paymongo, they were an up-and-coming pizza delivery system. They were getting popular within Makati, Metro Manila for their delicious pizza. And most of the time, they would get orders through the phone, like any other food beverage business that starts, diba? So when I started this business, they were picking up popularity, but the pandemic happened. Ngayon, during this pandemic season, they're like, oh no, we can't have people pay money kasi, diba, no contact, social distancing. They had to pivot really fast. They were able to collect payments online. Hindi na sila nag-abot ng cash for their delivery riders, which makes sure that their customers and their riders are safe. But that's not just the only thing that happened. When they started to collect payments online, they improved their customer experience. Hindi na sila naghanap ng cash or whatever. Bayad na yung pizza pag-deliver, kukunin mo na lang. And that actually was what brought up Pickup PH. So that's not even the merchant I'm talking about. When they built this website, it paved way for a delivery system called Pickup PH. So, what's the name of this merchant? Cross the Pizza. They're actually one of our first pilot merchants right when we started during the pandemic. Next one more. Isa pang kwento. This entity was a hub for testing kits at the height of COVID-19. Papaguess ko to sa inyo. Kung may makakaguess, bibigyan ko ng premyo. Before Paymongo, they didn't have an online setup. For you to get a kit, you would have to go to their branch, go all the way to their branch, pay your cash, and then once you pay cash, dun ka itetest. Paano kung may COVID ka? di ka papapasukin, di ba? So they had to find a way to collect the payment for the kit and then send it to the customer so that they can take the kit themselves. But because they didn't have a payment online system, they had to come up with a platform. Pero nung time na yon, yung surge was so high and so fast, they could not catch up with the demand. They had to put up a website. And they needed a payment partner as soon as possible. That's where we come in. So after Paymongo, they were able to launch a website, collect payments via GCash, via credit card, and in less than 1 week. Mabilis yun, di ba? I mean, like, ako rin, I have my own business, but to have a payment gateway within 1 week of that scale with a website, that was their saving grace. And the outcome was they were immediately able to supply the high demand of COVID test kits. So if you can think of a big entity that was issuing COVID test kits, can anyone tell me or give me a guess which entity this was? Anyone? Okay, parang wala. Sirit. So this entity, they're called Philippine Red Cross. Okay, so they were able to provide multiple test kits for their patients and clients because they were able to automate their system right away with the help of Paymongo. Now, when I talk to merchants, ang unang na nakukuha kong tanong actually is, hindi yung, ano yung produkto nyo? Ano yung rate nyo? Ang tanong na nakukuha, bakit Paymongo? Diba? Bakit sa lahat ng gulay, sa lahat ng vegetables, at ng prutas sa mundo, bakit munggo yung pinili namin? Diba? Very odd. So, I'm gonna give a prize for this, if anyone can guess. Pag tama yung guess nyo, I'll give you a bag full of goodies from Paymongo. If mali yung sagot nyo, ang premyo nyo is isang bag ng munggo. Okay? Alright, so can anyone give me a guess? Bakit Paymongo ang pangalan namin? Please come up front or in the middle. Ayan, there's a sir in the back.
Hello, kaya po Paymongo kasi mabilis tumubo ang mga munggo.
Yan! Pak! Tama kayo, sir. Okay, so I have some teammates with me. May t-shirt din sila ng Paymongo. Yan, you'll receive a prize. May I know your name, sir?
Hello, I'm Christian Garcia po.
Hi, Christian. Thank you so much for answering my question. You can claim your prize with my teammate over there. Congratulations. So, tama si Sir Christian. Ang munggo, kahit saan mo ilagay, sa dilim, sa araw, sa tubig, sa lupa, sa hangin, tutubo pa rin yan. So, ang goal nun is, kahit saan man kayo nakalagay, saan man kayo nakatira, saan man yung business nyo, ang goal namin is, pag may Paymongo kayo, you will grow. Ah, ganda, no? O, diba? Okay, so, next with that, ang tanong kasi, the reason why we're giving you this talk is, before you conduct business or before you have a business contract with a supplier, with a business partner, parang dating lang yan, di ba? When you date, don't you want to know who they are? Don't you want to know where they came from? Ano yung mga experience nila na nag-shape sa tao na kung sino yung dinedate nyo? Tama ba, ma'am? What do you think? Correct ba? Oh, correct. Okay. So the same thing for business. You need to know who you are in bed with. That's why I'm giving you this history about who Paymongo is. And then I will tell you what we can do for you. All right? So, who is Paymongo? Paymongo, we are a Filipino, born and bred, payments acceptance gateway. Okay? So what we do is, we enable merchants such as yourself to accept payments online and to make sure it's as seamless and as simple as possible, rather than having to open multiple accounts with multiple e-wallets, banks, and whatnot, and then accept payments individually, manually. We consolidate all of this for you, put it in a pretty package, in a dashboard, one dashboard only, and all of this is available for you and your business. So you'll offer multiple payment methods for your clients, but you'll only be collecting your payments to your designated bank account. You don't have to consolidate manually for every single account or need to have to check each and every account one by one to see kung balanse ba yung libro nyo. Alright, so that's who we are. This is our team. We're a very small company. No? We started a couple of years ago. So that's my Paymongo family. Okay. So, moving on. We've been around. Okay? The goal really for Paymongo is to help the Filipino business grow and flourish wherever you are planted. Our mission really is to simplify digital payments for the modern Filipino business for the purpose of enhancing and empowering you, the business owner. All right? So to give a little bit of what we've achieved, no? So as you can see here, we just turned 4 last March. Kumbaga toddler pa lang kami. Okay, so in that 4 years, don't let it fool you. In that 4 years, we were able to accomplish such big strides. We were able to raise around 2.7 million US dollars in seed funding in 2021. We are regulated by the BSP. And we were able to raise a total of 31 million US dollars in a Series B funding last February 2022. So this just goes to show that what we're doing seems to be working, seems to be something of interest for business owners. And we were selected as one of the 4 Filipino companies for Forbes Asia's 100 to Watch list. And recently, just quite recently, we received our EMI license from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. This allows you to send and receive payments across banks, e-wallets, and whatnot seamlessly, just for your account, for your business. And last but not least, in the 4 years that we have been around, we have partnered with over 15,000 merchants, big and small. So among those 15,000 merchants, here is a copy or a sample, a small sample of the businesses that we currently work with right now. Hindi namin to pinapakita para magyabang or magflex. Pinapakita namin to because one day, I hope that I get to see one of your logos up here one day. Tama ba? Yes. Okay. So, the next question usually that comes after, once you get to know who Paymongo is, what we do, what we offer, ang tinatanong sa akin, pwede ba akong magbukas ng Paymongo account? Pwede ba akong, pasok ba ako dyan? Baka pang social lang na business yan. Hindi. The answer to this question, who is Paymongo for, is everyone. If you are a starting entrepreneur with a business online, you just want to sell via Instagram or Facebook, you can open an account. If you are a sole prop, a partnership, or a corporation, you can open an account as well. So the goal really is to encourage Filipino business entrepreneurs, budding or seasoned, to start their business on the right track by choosing the right payment partner. So, before I begin with the products, this is a very important slide because the 5 points you see here, after talking to those 15,000 merchants, we have identified that these are the 5 main pain points a business owner experiences when they try to collect their payments. Init ng ilaw. Okay, so when you look at this, I'm sure a lot of you are business owners here. Do you experience the same pain points? Do you experience long negotiations and paperwork, complex APIs, customer complaints and drop-offs? Medyo masyadong mahirap ang reconciliation nyo when you have multiple payment options. Do you experience this? I see a lot of nods, so tama kami. And slow customer support. The reason why I'm showing you this is that we built our products and our services around the goal of solving these pain points. Okay? So this might be the most important slide I will show you because this might be the most important slide you're interested in. This is what we offer for businesses, small and big alike, across our platform. So as you can see, for payment methods, we have the standard straight payments. There are two kinds. Straight, pay later. Pag straight, ito na yung diretsuhan ng pagbayad ng pag nag-online shopping kayo, pag nag-Shopee kayo, yan yung straight payments. You have cards, e-wallets, direct debit via online banking, and sometimes over the counter. The second side of our payment methods is the installments and buy now, pay later. So this is our way of trying to create more and more flexible payment methods for you, the merchant. Now, you can see there's a little column here on the left, products. How we allocate our products depends on the medium that you use as a business owner. So, when you use, let's say, Shopify. Sino dito may Shopify na account? You can just raise your hand. I'm not gonna bite, I promise. And sir, thank you. Shopify, WooCommerce, Magento, PrestaShop. Do you hear? Do you recall those brands? So, if you have those kinds of websites or e-commerce platforms, by default, you fall under plugins. Who here has their own customized website or app? Or building an app or a website? Anyone? Baka shy, baka top secret pa, hindi pa nala-launch. Sige. Nonetheless, if you have your own website or your own app, by default, you fall under API. So, all of the things you saw here will be available and tracked by you, the merchant, all in one dashboard. Okay? This allows you to monitor your revenue performance. We have some data that we can share based on your sales. You can compare performance growth between two periods. And you can export transaction history. One of the things I do like about using Paymongo also for my own business is that I can go back to my transaction history from the day that I started my account. Most platforms give you like a 30-day limit, sometimes 60, sometimes 3 months. But this one is from the day of conception, you are able to use your dashboard and export your data. In your dashboard, you can also do all of these other things, such as create user access in real time. You can see real-time status updates, easily view your upcoming payouts, and have access to live chat support. And yung chat support na yan, hindi yan computer or bot, tao yan. There's an actual person behind the chat that you are talking to. All right? So I mentioned a while ago, Instagram, Facebook, SMS. That's where payment links comes into play. In 2 easy steps, you can generate a link and send it to your customer so that they can pay online. For payment pages, ito naman, let's say may store ka. You have a store, you don't have a POS yet, but you want to accept payments. You want to accept cards, e-wallets, online banking. You can print your QR code, put it on your counter, and then your client, when they scan the QR code, they can pay immediately online. This is one use. One use pa lang yan ng pages. And if you ask me, as a user of Paymongo, this is actually my favorite product because the use of pages is limitless. You can use it as much as you can, and you can get as creative as you can in terms of the use for these products. Next, I mentioned, this is an additional feature nga pala. If you don't have your own website, but you have a catalog of items you want to sell, then you can opt for an additional value that Pages brings. You can build your own catalog without a website. So yan, pwede kang magdagdag ng cupcakes, brownies, and then magto-total yan mag-isa, and your client can pay right away. For e-commerce plugins, I mentioned Shopify, WooCommerce, Magento, and PrestaShop. So regardless of any payment e-commerce platform that you use, this is available for you. With the plugins, the beauty of this is that you can get integrated within the day in actually less than 5 minutes. All you need is one line of code. Actually, kahit no code, you can use the developer tab and the account will provide you everything that you need. Lastly, for those who have their own websites, their own apps, we have a robust API that we can give you access to even as early as today. Kahit wala ka pang account with Paymongo, we will share the API app with you. You can use it to check if this is compatible with your website. Isn't that a good deal? Because usually you have to open an account and then you have access to the API test keys. But for the case of Paymongo, we want to share this with you so that you can get excited to start collecting payments online with your website or your app. So this is what it can look like. A sample of a transaction through an app and a website as well. Okay, so I won't, delve too much into that, but you can see it with your own eyes. You can pay through your GCash, through BPI online, through credit cards, what have you. So, the common question is, these are your standard products. Pero anong next? What are you working on? What are you doing? What's new? This is one thing a lot of people have been excited about. I mentioned a while ago that we provide you with flexible payment options. One of those is through our Pay Later products. It's split into two. You have Buy Now, Pay Later partners. So you can integrate with Atomi and BillEase, along with all the other payment methods I mentioned a while ago. But for card installments, you can also start integrating with us, and you have access to Security Bank, AUB, and Land Bank. But I think it was not included here. And the beauty of it is, as we add more banks to this installment feature, you don't need to do additional coding or integration. It will show up in your website right away. So for the credit cards naman, we added a little bit of extra oomph to our cards. This allows you to, apart from straight payments, you can hold and capture. So, sino ba who uses Grab here? Usually. Wag na kayo mag-hide. Lahat man tayo na gumagamit ng Grab and Foodpanda. You notice when you use your card, you are not charged right away. Right? Sometimes pag kulang yung menu items, nababawasan. So that's what hold and capture does. It holds your card and then charges you after the transaction is complete. We can do that for you as well. We have recurring payments, which is launching soon. And we have a save card feature so that you don't have to input your card details every time you buy an item. Who's that? I had no hand in this. I'd just like to share, this is actually our newest product. It's called Treasury API. It's with the use of our EMI license. You are able to get a free virtual business account that allows you to receive money instantly from other banks, do your payments to your suppliers right away, and all through a simple integration. I'm not gonna delve too much into this because I'm not comfortable seeing my face on the screen. Okay. Now that I've talked about all the products, all the things that we can do, I'm commonly asked, safe ba yan? I'm sure a lot of you are, you want your payments, your collections to be safe. So the answer is yes. We have a strong team from our fraud and risk team where we make sure that we are PCI DSS service provider level 1 accredited. This is the highest level of accreditation that you can be awarded to by the PCI Security Standards Council. Yeah, it's a long word, but very important. We are regulated by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, and all data transmitted between me or Paymongo and you, the business owner, is encrypted. Our team uses a machine learning system where we analyze the use of fraudsters and analyze any fraudulent activity. And it learns as it gets more data. So that's how it works. So you have a machine learning system. That's not just it. We have a dedicated fraud and risk team looking out for your payments day in and day out. All right? And most of the time, we have the lowest dispute rate in the market, which allows you to have 5x more savings rather than paying for costs of fraud and dispute rates. You can focus on growing your business. And you have a hands-on customer support, such as myself, if I become your account officer. And you will have dedicated team. We will come up with solutions together. I'm not just gonna tell you what you need to take. We'll work together. I want to understand your requirements. And then we will work to making our plans a reality. Isn't that a nice deal? Yeah. So I showed you this a while ago. And the last couple of slides I will show is really more of why Paymongo in a nutshell. Okay? So, why business partner with us? You know our history, you know our products. You know, we've gotten to go on a couple of dates together. So now we know, at least now you know what we've been through, what we want to do for you. And this is the why we're doing our business for you. With Paymongo, you can increase your revenue by expanding your payment methods, provide customer flexibility. The more payment methods you have, the less likely your customer will drop off the transaction. And you reach time to market goals. Imbes na naghihintayin kayo mag-integrate, tapos usap ng usap, wala nangyayari, you get onboarded fast. You get integrated fast, start selling fast. Right? So, increase employment productivity. Rather than recon and everything, you can just focus on actual business, actual collecting, actual payments. That's what your team can focus on. And last but not least, you can achieve significant cost savings with fraud mitigation, increase payment acceptance rates, and last, reduce customer drop-offs, similar to what I mentioned earlier. So, this is actually the end of my presentation.